to welcome to what?
Logan, don't be upset.
Isn't a default, but Jesus Christ. Test. Okay, fuck me.
We're all like wriggling. We're all here for you in support, Logan. We're sorry for memeing in the background.
Well, during that testing, your memeing was audible, and now we are visible.
Oh!
We're back.
Oh,
Everybody,
awesome. We're back.
Cool.
everybody, welcome.
Welcome everybody to Tall Tales
doing
ASMR.
I'm
This Ricky session, we're gonna align your chakras, cleanse your aura, and we're gonna make all your D20s.
Align my
all
chakras!
15s.
Align
Yeah.
them! I'm ready. I
Yes,
opened
we
myself.
I hope everybody's having a really nice day, night, or
Jacob.
whatever it is where you are.
Your eagerness is...
I feel so aligned!
This is just gonna be a nightmare to listen to.
Yeah,
Welcome
yeah.
everybody to Tall Tales. This is a improvised Dungeons and Dragons show where the four of us and also the chat work together to create a one-shot for 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. Today we are joined by ASMR King Adan. We are joined by ASMR Prince Runesmith, also known as
AKA
Logan, and
living foot fungus.
and ASMR
Garbage can.
Surf servant. I ran out of royal names. Jacob from XP to level 3, and I am
Beach
your
Breeze ASMR.
what's lower than
Hawaiian
a-
Punch ASMR.
I'm
An unborn child.
I am ASMR unborn child pelican Felvaleb, and I will be your DM for today. But I am not just the only DM, because you are beautiful, chat. Thank you for saying the boys are back and that the OG team is here. That is correct. We did away with the chumps. It's just the boys now.
That's right.
And we are.
We
someone
shot
said
Mario
Logan is
Sack
too
in the
quiet.
head.
Yeah, he should have been here.
Someone said Logan is too quiet, so I don't know if you want to turn up your mic, Logan.
Gotcha. Okay,
But I'm
good.
going to, as the DM,
Chad,
I'm going to
don't be
come
mean,
to
that's just
all
his
of
voice.
you throughout the game to get suggestions that I will use to help build the one-shot along with the help of my fellow castmates. Also, you'll see to my right, it may be to my left, I may have turned the completely wrong way. There is a donate to roll section. If you super chat $5, we'll do a random roll on that table. Yeah, I absolutely changed turned the wrong way. I'm just watching the stream now. But
down there.
$5 donation will affect the narrative randomly. I will roll a d12. But if you donate $10 or more, you can affect the roll. You can affect the narrative directly by choosing one of the 12 options from the list. And that is about how the game is going. Anyone else? Anything else anyone wants to add before we begin?
No.
Yes, if you donate $100, we all kiss at the same time. We just kiss.
Really?
Yes.
I could probably try. We could probably set that up. I could kiss Jacob. You could kiss Jacob, and then Jacob would have to kiss Val.
Yeah, okay.
Forehead,
I'll
like-
kiss Logan, and then
Okay.
I'll fly to Fel, and I'll kiss Fel, and then Fel, you fly to Adan and kiss Adan.
Yeah,
Yes.
we didn't work
And
out
then
a
we'll-
central location where we could all fly, probably somewhere in Central America where we could all fly and
Yeah.
kiss. So
We can all go to
on,
Mexico
on
and
your
just kiss.
$100.
Yeah, on the DF.
it's so we're beyond kissing aside, which I hate to say, one of my least favorite phrases.
Yeah.
We are going
Damn
to
it.
begin today.
Kissing aside.
I want to start out. We've had a lot of energy, and I would like to move that energy into something a little more theatric. Can I get from the chat maybe a genre of TV show or movie that we can use to inspire our one shot today? It can be, your like a type of TV show. It can be a type of movie. You can give a very kind of specific like movie type if you would like to. I'm looking at the chat now. We have sitcom, true crime, rom-com.
Crime.
The all great
already
for
had that the
Dungeons
other
and
day.
Dragons.
Yeah.
Hidden camera show.
Hidden camera show. That's like three levels deep.
A western
Yeah.
crime, noir detectives. I like that one.
Cringy game show. That's
Does
really
anyone-
good.
My vote right now, y'all, is for I've seen noir detectives. I am seeing true crime from Bragg.
I like noir detectives and true
You wanna do-
crime.
Let's
That
do
sounds
detectives.
fun.
Do you want to do noir detectives?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So thank you for Yotam Landisman. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly for the suggestion. We're gonna start on a
That was my trumpet solo for the intro to our Noir.
foggy. Oh yeah, it's a
Yeah.
black and white street. There is steam billowing up from the manhole on the street. Rain just very slightly falling. It's a very, very cold afternoon in the big city. The skyscrapers are heading towards the sky.
It's a set.
Don't tell anyone, we're in a movie. And as the camera kind of sweeps in, we kind of close in on a frosted glass window that says "Private Eye," and we hear the
Hold on, I'm getting it.
It's a little jazz. Thank you.
You could have kept going.
And okay. No, I won't keep going. We're going to. The door opens as we meet kind of our lead character, the private investigator. Jacob, do you want to describe your character? But I want you, in the true spirit of a noir crime movie, I need a little sort of an inner monologue. I need to hear what you are thinking as you describe your character.
There's a flick of a lighter that goes up towards a cigar as this silhouetted figure sits at the side of a window looking out towards the city through some blinds, and then he pulls a string and the blinds shut. And as he turns his head, you do hear the inner monologue as he takes a puff from the cigar, and he says, "I never fit in with anybody else in this city. Lawrence Gill is my new name." And his face is that of a green and yellow, but it's black and white, so you can't really tell. But there's like little bits of calloused bits of flesh around that create like almost like tattoos. And his nose is really small. And as he puts the lighter away, he says, "Every time they see my face, they run away and scream. They always come back with their loved ones missing. I try to help them. They know I'm the best detective in town."
And Lawrence,
Gill.
on your desk.
Lawrence Gill.
Lawrence Gill, on your desk, there's actually a fifth of whiskey that is open. There's the remnants of the last drink you had sitting being watered down by a large ice cube as you had finished the drink long before that ice cube got a chance to fully melt. What is it that is causing you to drink so heavily on this particular afternoon?
A body in the car. Sits down, pours more of the whiskey into the cup, and he says, "Can't get it out of my head. Its neck twisted. The body 30 feet away from the head. That's the worst damn thing I've ever seen. I knew it was a setup, but I couldn't prove it." And he just drinks the whiskey. What the hell am I gonna do?
We hear a knock on the door as someone has come to seek the services of Lawrence Gill. Logan, do you want to describe your character?
Yeah, so I am this... So walking into the room is this tall, almost 7 foot, like scraping 7 foot woman. She is a half-elf, so she's got these sharp-pointed ears that scrape the doorway as she kind of crouches in, steps in. She has a long red, like beautiful satin dress that's accented by chainmail that goes over it. And she steps in and says, "I've lost my loved ones. I need your help."
We've all lost someone. And who might you be? Pretty dame coming in my office this late at night.
Well, this pretty dame is Salestein. Who's this ugly motherfucker?
You know, a lot of people, they don't have the courage to say it to my face. I like that. I like
Your
that
face
about
is
you.
very shockingly ugly. And as she says
Grab
that,
a glass,
she pulls
pour
out
some more whiskey,
like
and I kind of slide it across the desk.
a 1.5 foot long, like one of those little the cigarette things that you like
Cigarette
put in.
holder.
Yeah, the cigarette holder. She pulls it out, takes a puff, and takes the whiskey. Her hand is kind of shaking as she reaches forward, but it stills as she grabs the whiskey and throws it back.
All right. Why don't you tell me What's going on?
I don't really know what happened. I was there sitting with my big fat husband and our 7 kids.
Yep. Yep, this is Noir, right?
And
Yep.
there was this flash of light, and all I saw was a figure of a man, much more attractive than my husband and yourself, mind you. He was large and muscular.
Thanks.
And after that, I woke up. It seemed to be maybe an hour had passed, and he was gone, and so were my kids.
Oh, your kids are missing, huh?
My kids and my fat husband.
And your big fat husband. I don't think you could have got far. You probably can't run very fast.
Well, I ran straight here. I didn't know where else to go. I've got nowhere else to go.
All right.
And just like that, as the two of you are sitting there in this, what I can only imagine is the clear sexual tension that is pent up in this smoky, whiskey-smelling room. Gil, your partner actually steps into the doorway.
Yeah.
Aidan, do you want to describe your character?
Yes, Draft is a slender but muscle-built air genasi, swift of hair going through her hair. She has this reporter kind of, mid-70s reporter kind of dress.
Mm-hmm.
She has a little pen under her ear and notes, and she walks in and she looks around. She goes, "Oh," and she looks at you, your character, Logan, and she says, "Oh, hi. It's good to see you, I guess. Lawrence, I got news. Well, always got news, but I got specific news for you." And she kind of grabs the cigarette, looks at from your mouth, looks at her, and gives it a little,
Wait, do you pull it like out of the holder, or do you like take the holder?
Out of the holder.
Oh.
Out of the holder.
Oh, you take it out of the holder.
And the wisp of clear hair of hers kind of goes smoky for a second and then goes back to normal and puts it back. "You don't impress me." And she looks back at you, Lawrence, and goes, "I got some clues that I got from the hints that were sent anonymously to the newspaper about this case. Probably the killer wants to, get fame without getting any exposure." And she hands over some evidence to Lawrence. "They're going to kill me if they know you got that."
Chat, as this evidence is handed over, what kind of clue, what kind of evidence is Draft handing over to Detective Gill? It clearly has a relation to Sailstein. Am I pronouncing that correctly?
Yes, Sailstein.
Clearly has a connection to Sailstein and the disappearance of her big, fat, impossibly large husband who is ugly, but somehow, the 7 kids
and our
just
7
happened in the
children.
70s. We would need what is this this evidence? I don't know if while we're waiting for that, Sailstein, if you wanted to deal with what's been the disrespect that's been paid to you by this news reporter sort of woman who's come into the room.
And why should I impress you?
"Oh, dear, you don't know the story? Because I got all the news."
All the
"Listen
news.
up, babe. I got so much shit on you, so you better watch out." And I want to try to intimidate her.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead and roll an intimidation. I guess you want to make a charisma saving throw against it.
Yeah.
Oh, 23.
Whoa.
Gonna need to be a good roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
17.
As I look intently at her, the smoke of her cigarette kind of
22.
just stops going,
Oh, 22. Good, but not
Yeah.
good enough.
Yeah.
You feel like slightly. You can feel the all of a sudden your satin dress feels a little bit tight and uncomfortable as you feel yourself being intimidated.
My chainmail
Yeah.
shirt is kind of getting a little humid.
Yeah.
And what are you gonna do with that?
smoke.
I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I don't really know. I mean, Lawrence, you hired him, and he does need the money.
And I can get
and
the
I
money
look at,
if Lawrence
You
does
can.
his job.
Oh, what? Sorry, I'm looking for papers.
I mean, Lawrence is the best, funnel of clues the newspaper has had
Look,
on a long
she
time.
came in here. She needs our help, all right? she's missing her kids. Okay, this is a case for us. This is a chance for us to save somebody.
Lawrence, this is not about you. We're not together anymore. I don't have any feelings for you. I swear to God.
You know what the fuck? You know, this has nothing to do with that, okay?
Yeah.
You saw that goddamn body in that car. I don't want that to happen again to somebody like her big, fat, stupid, impossibly large, McDonald's eating every goddamn day husband, okay?
It's a disaster.
He did eat McDonald's every day. That was part of the clues.
I know that for a fact. I saw in the report file I was looking up right now.
Say?
It says that he was so super duper fat.
Well, there's sort of an
just
obituary. There's like an obituary, but instead for like missing people, and it was just so mean the way that it was written.
Yeah.
Draft hands over to you. Thank you, humble peasant boy, for your suggestion. It is a membership card for a speakeasy called A Shot of Light. And you know that particular speakeasy is both a double speakeasy and laser tag club. It's downtown in a really seedy neighborhood. I mean, it's one of the seediest laser tag clubs that you could find yourself at. But you start to put together in your brain, flash of light that Sailstein was seeing, and you recall that before this car accident happened, that the spectators who were there, who witnessed the gruesome car accident, made a reference to a bright flash of light. So you start to put the pieces together that maybe at the A Shot of Light, the speakeasy laser tag card, that maybe you. But what's odd about this membership card is that the name of the person on the membership has been scratched out, and you don't know whose exactly it is.
Shot of Light. I sing in a laser tag rink on weekends.
It's the seediest laser tag business in town.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it quite so seedy. I work there.
All right. Maybe we can find more about your husband and your kids at this place, huh?
Maybe.
But what does this have to do with anything? Dan, what's your character's name? I forgot.
Oh, Draft.
Draft. What does this have to do with anything? What is this you just thrown on my desk right now?
Well, I mean, that's what I'm hoping to know. This was included on the clues. It was on the body at the time of death. But this fat dude eating McDonald's, fat man,
is
greasy
my
man.
Fat, disgusting McDonald's riddled husband dead?
I mean, you didn't tell her?
Oh. She just walked in. I didn't have the heart to do it. Not again.
I hand you the card over. Something has to do with this card. We don't know who it's from. It's obviously scratched.
How did he die? Do they know?
Well, the paper, my boss made me publish the story that he died because he was super fat, greasy, McDonald's eating fat. But we don't really know the cause of death. She said, it's a fat man in a fat world. He died. Just say he died because he was fat.
Newspaper editor was like, what's the matter? Fat people die all the day. I want you to print the story.
I tried to. He
Fat
said
man
there was
done in by
a monkey
Zeitgeist.
with wings on a warehouse somewhere, and they found it, and they wanted that to be the front newspaper story, so they just made me push it aside.
Draft. Where's the body now?
Where is the body, DM? Where would the body be?
The body would probably be at the morgue. So right now, if you want to go, you guys have the options. You can go to A Shot of Light. If you guys want to investigate the body of the husband, we could go to the morgue. Where do you guys want?
All right.
I
I put out my cigar.
Where did they
I
find
stand
the body?
Up. Oh yeah, where was the scene of the crime at?
The scene of the crime was at a, the laser tag building we're talking about? In front of it, there is a cornfield where people just kind of steal the corn and just make popcorn with it. And that's where the body was found.
My husband would steal those and make corn syrup.
Well, your husband was filled up to the brim with just corn inside of it. Like I
said, it's a bad part of town,
Yeah.
Laser tag.
Okay, all right. We got 3 locations. All right, let's make our way down to the cornfield. Let's head over to the let's head over to the morgue, then to the cornfield, and then we can stop by A Shot of Light, and maybe I can show you how me and my buddies in the field learn how to.
I've never lost at laser tag.
Well, I've never missed a shot except for that one time. And
Back
then
in 86.
back in 86.
Well,
And it's a slam cut to us in a car. And
Yeah.
I'm driving, even though I definitely shouldn't because I just drank a lot.
You have a shot of whiskey and you like throws to
and
the
I'm
side.
like,
And you're like,
yeah.
This was and
Missed the
here's
shot.
me. I'm your old partner before draft got. Oh, Detective Gill, I'm so excited to be out here on my first day on the job. I hope nothing happens. Are you sure you're good to drive?
And he's just sitting there, and it's a monologue of him in the car like this, and he's just like, can't stop thinking about that car accident.
What happened there? I was too drunk to know what happened there. I
And then
never found out. Yeah.
We slam cut back. When the camera cuts back, we're actually at the morgue. The three of you are kind of standing in front of the morgue operator. He's like a squirrely little guy. He's got Coke bottle glasses and he's got a clipboard. And he says, "What? You want to get in? You want to get in there and you want to see the bodies? But detective, I don't know. I can't just let anybody in to see the bodies. I mean,
Look,
they'll eat
buddy.
me alive in the hospital if I let you in."
Look at her. Look at this woman. She lost
Which
the
woman?
only thing she
There's
ever
two.
had.
There's two
Not
women.
draft. She's not
the
a
one
woman.
who's
She's
actually a woman.
Well, I don't know about that. I mean,
I pull out another big ass cigarette stick.
ma'am, you can't smoke in here. This is a hospital, you know.
It's the
actually,
goddamn
it's the
60s. We can
70s.
smoke wherever we want.
And I'm not a woman. I'm a reporter. Sir.
She lost everything she had. Her big fat fucking
My
husband.
disgusting tub of lard. He was a living bathtub, just
Ma'am,
full
I-
of fat.
Ma'am, I understand. People lose their fat husbands every day, and I apologize for saying you can't smoke. Smoking is healthy at this point in time. It's actually recommended by 4 out of 5 doctors.
I've watched all the commercials.
Have you read the news? Smoking is good for the lungs and for your athletic score.
And it's delicious.
So
And it makes you look
yes.
cool, kids.
Yes, it is really good.
I pull out 2 more of the sticks and just have 3 of them. Like,
I have
cross my
3
teeth.
cigars.
Yeah.
I'm just
all
absorbing the
just
air with my
puffing.
genasi powers and absorbing it. Yeah,
We,
I just have a smoke cigar.
if
and
this
I'm
were the
smoking
city of
smoke
mist, the
cigar.
reason that the mist exists is because we smoke
Because
too
Yeah,
much.
because
Everybody-
we're just smoking so much.
Everyone's
Yeah.
smoking. All right. Okay, look. I'll let you in, but I can only let you in for about 15 minutes because my supervisor is going to be down here in a second.
I
Go on in.
approach this guy and I take out a ticket to the play of the Big Bull Bronxes and I hand it over and I go, "Hey, buddy, have this. 30 minutes. Make it happen."
All right.
And I hand it over.
All right. Sure. Go on in. I thank you. Good 3-3 fun for the donation. I just rolled, and what I rolled was number 5, which is one player feels great emotion. So as you all walk into the morgue to see the body, Logan, all of a sudden, as you see the bloated with corn corpse of your former husband, it just hits you. You realize that this entire time you have been mocking, probably as a defense mechanism, but you feel great sadness and you remember back to the last conversation you had with your husband. So let's go back to that moment.
Okay.
Honey, do you want, I'm gonna go through the drive-through. What is it that you want from the
Number
drive-thru?
5s.
Yeah, the 2 kids are in the. You guys can play the kids in the back seat of the car.
We're gonna get popcorn again.
I'm
I want popcorn
so
instead.
fucking sick of you spending all my money on cheeseburgers. Do you know how thin the kids are? And like it cuts to the back of the car, and the kids are like almost
They're
like
7.
atrophied and skeletal.
We are like, yeah, we are.
Kids,
Do you know how many jobs I work?
Daddy, I'm hungry.
Not now.
Man, I
I'm
want
talking to your
some
mother.
corn.
I don't understand how you get into this car every day.
Sweetheart, I do what I have to do for our family, all right? Where is this coming from? You know what? I'm not gonna be around forever. And when that happens, I want you to take a good look at the ring on your finger. Because who put that there? Me. Who put you in this car? Me. I'm sorry.
Who bought this car?
You did. And you also bought the ring, too, I guess.
I'll take a number 3.
As he pulls up, you see the camera as he pulls up, he gets the number 3, and he pulls over. He's one of those people that sits in the parking lot and eats. He pulls into the parking lot space, he says,
Sweetheart, I just wanted to say I'm sorry for what I said. I want you to have this.
And he hands over like one of those clam shells that the Big Mac comes in.
Oh, yeah.
But he opens it up, and there's in place of the Big Mac, there's like a gold bracelet.
I realize I haven't been contributing much, and I know. I'm gonna make a better effort to start giving the kids some of my fries.
And he grabs a handful of fries and he chucks it in the back seat.
They just go crazy.
Like,
All 7 of our kids are like Gollum.
I'm gonna make a better effort.
Thank you, Father. Thank you, Dad.
Number 4 and 6. Quiet.
It hurts to eat.
We should have named them.
It hurts.
Salestein,
I can feel the food filling my stomach. What is this sensation?
Okay, quiet. I'm trying to do emotion. I'm doing an emotional thing here. Salestein.
Like salt. The salt. It burns.
Despite the state of our children, I wanted to let you know that I truly do care about you, and I am appreciative. So, all of the money that I saved doing Uber Eats and only eating a portion of the money that I took from the
He eats the money.
customers, I used it all.
Are you sure the corn killed it?
I used all of it to buy you this gold band, and I think that, you know, when you wear it, I hope that you'll think of me, because you do deserve a lot better than the guy that you have now. I hope you understand that.
And we instantly cut back. Like, as he slips the gold bracelet on my arm, the background of the image changes so that we're in the morgue and the bracelet's still there. And it just kind of pans up to her face and she's holding back tears.
And it's an immediate shift of dynamic when I say, "Damn, this is one fat son of a bitch."
There is
Holy shit! How'd they get this much corn into his arteries?
You guys can tell that this guy is just head to toe with corn. There's like corn bits like spilling out of his mouth. There's like husks that have begun to grow over like parts of his arms. His eyes are just like little popcorn kernels that are like pretty large. Like he's been cornified. It's a horrific state to see him in Salestein, but I mean, you can I get a perception check from everybody real quick?
He lost 3 pounds last month.
Could I, because D&D Beyond randomly, I just want to let everybody know, my character's completely random. I didn't choose anything.
Yeah.
I have proficiency in medicine. Can I roll medicine?
You can roll medicine if you would like to. Yeah.
Oh,
absolutely.
very nice.
I got a 13 in perception.
I got a dirty 20 for a medicine check.
I got a 4. I can't see through my tears.
You can't see through your tears. You think you notice something, Detective Gill. You're acute. You became proficient in medicine after all of the car accidents you were involved in, losing.
I'm a car accident detective.
You notice something on his large stomach. I mean, it's a large stomach to be sure. But you think you see something moving around almost on like in his stomach.
Now, what do we got here, huh?
You grab the little thing that's moving around on the stomach, and you can feel it like begin to tremble, and then almost immediately, like a little, like through the skin of the corpse, there is a little sprout of corn, like the very beginning of a stalk of corn, and you kind of like pull, and as you pull, it's like a continuing corn stalk.
I've never seen anything like this before.
I always told him to
He's
stick
growing.
to the syrup.
Look at it. It doesn't end. And I just like pull out a bunch of it and drop it. I'm like,
With the amount of soil
corn
that
is
he
taking
ate,
over him.
He ate so much soil, so I never thought that he would actually eat the corn. I always thought he went for the syrup. I didn't.
As you say that, I need everyone to roll initiative as this like corn stalk that is on the ground rightens up and like begins to thrash around violently towards all of you. While you all are rolling initiative, Chad, if I could get from you the special attack of this corn. What we would call the special attack of this corn. Very good.
Logan, you got to get the Noir combat music.
Oh, what would that even be?
I don't know.
High tempo jazz.
Yeah.
Let's get everyone's
like
initiative.
swing?
Anyone above a 20?
No.
Between a 15 and a 20.
17.
17 on our hands. Between 10 and 15. Between a 5 and a 10. Wow, below a 5.
A 4.
Wait, hold on. I got a 4 plus. I got a 5.
Nice.
There we go.
Oh, so okay, so it's gonna be
This is
Silstein, and then Gil is gonna be at the end. You're going to watch as thank you for Eldritch Defender for the name of this thing. This thing is right up close to where you are, Detective Gil. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, as this thing is going to attempt to infest you with corn, as the stalk kind of wraps around you.
Who's it attacking?
Detective Gil. It's closest to him.
This music has lyrics. It's just playing.
Nice.
Oh, perfect.
What was your? Do you make Constitution saving throw?
Oh, who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's gonna infest you with corn.
A corn? Oh, fuck. I got a 15.
Ooh, you are not going to. You guys are level 7, right? Is that what I said?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You guys, you're going to fail that. You're going to take 27 corn damage.
I'm unconscious.
Or are you really?
What the hell?
Apparently.
How?
Hang on. Why is my health only 23?
I've got 67. I'm a paladin.
No. I have because it
You didn't
randomly assigned a minus
that's right.
1 to my Constitution, and I'm a wizard, so I'm out.
Oh, okay. As you watch, this is what you see happen: is this corn it goes in and it grabs and it begins to pull Detective Gil in, and Detective Gil, you guys watch as you're you're taken aback. All of a sudden, Detective Gil turns around and his eyes are corn, and he says, "All hail the corn." As he's being taken over. It's gonna draft. It is gonna be your turn.
Draft looks at this and she goes, "Oh, you're attacking him first? That's so corny." And I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery.
Okay.
So it has to do a DC 15 Wisdom save or take 4 damage, and its next attack has disadvantage.
It's gonna fail. It got a 2.
It gets 4 psychic damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna look at my ex-husband and I'm gonna go, "You know what? For all your drinking, you really know how to swallow your grief." And I'm gonna cast Healing Word at 2nd level.
Corn.
Yeah, you corn. In your back, and, you're currently grappled by this thing.
You get.
I blink and the corn kernels fall out.
You get 15 points of health back.
Oh, thank you. That's like half my health.
Over half. Thank you, Micah, god of, or it's either Micah or Mika, god of puns. I rolled a 4, which is the party learns a secret. Detective Gil, when you were under in the corn escape, you saw a vision as you were connected to the husband whose name we have still not learned. You see a vision of him, and he's trying to buy corn. You hear him talking to someone. It's the voice of a much more handsome sounding man, and he says, "I'm just trying to," this is what the husband says, he says, "I'm just trying to find, trying to eat healthier, all right? I just want something healthy to eat, so whatever you got would be best." And you hear a voice say, "Yes, I could give you something
healthy. Try this corn. And
That voice.
Oh, okay, yeah, that sounds good to me. I'm sure this will make my wife happy. I don't want her making fun of me behind my back anymore, so I'll take that. So you hear this voice and you snap to, you are back. It's going to be Sailstein's turn.
Okay. She will grab Detective Lawrence and just pull him into an incredibly passionate kiss. And she's going to cast a Lay on Hands, giving him 13 extra health.
You're
And as
inner monologue. Any inner monologue on that, detective?
Yeah, it like slows down and it's just like, she pulled me in, and it was the most tender thing I had ever felt, and almost made me forget about my time with Draft. And for that one moment, I think I was at least a little bit happy, and I could understand this fatty, fat. Maybe he and I weren't much different from one another. Maybe, and it goes on for too long,
wait, can we like pan over to Draft, who's like staring in horror? What's your inner monologue?
It's like, fuck, that's kind of hard, actually. like a pan of her eyes, like wide open, sweating, like fuck.
Celestine, do you want to do your inner monologue? Do you have an inner monologue at this point?
No, I don't think she's not that complicated of a character.
She hasn't earned an inner monologue.
And as she does that, you see it cuts over to her other hand, and she clicks a button on her smoking, her cigarette holder, and she'll cast magic weapon. So it grows in length, and the top of it gets a bit larger, and a few spikes roll out. That's her bonus action, so she can't attack. But
okay.
That'll be my turn.
We are gonna do Detective Gill, and then I'll get to Micah. I'll get to your role in a second. But thank you again, Micah. Got a punt for the donation. It's going to be Detective Gill. It's your turn. You've got this kind of corn snake, which is a thing, but this corn stalk snake up against you.
I take out a cigar and I light it, and then I breathe in, and then I keep breathing in, and then and out of my mouth, it's just cancer. Just kidding. It's I'm casting Dragon's Breath.
Okay.
And it needs to make a dexterity saving throw, otherwise it's going to take some fire damage.
It is going to. I rolled a 12, which is something goes extremely well. So I am going to rule that it's going to fail that, and then I want you to double the dice, the damage or the dice that you roll.
So that's 20 damage, 20 fire damage, as 20 smoke cigar damage, as as I just blow embers and smoke at it, and it pops some of the kernels, and the kernels melt, and
these kernels you've actually killed the stalk itself, and the corns that were on it begin to fall off and pop, and there are two. You've killed one of them, but there are now these two little corn little golems, these little corn golems that are crawling around on the floor, kind of like face huggers from Alien.
Oh, cool!
They're rolling around on the ground at this point.
Love that.
Micah, thank you again for the roll. I will go ahead and roll it first. We're gonna do the corn golems. Also some A+ puns from Micah. Got a puns. I wanted to put that out as well. One of these little corn goblins is going to attack. Is going to run over and try to get Draft. That was the D12, not the D20.
Okay. My AC is 14.
Okay, it's gonna hit. It got an 18.
I'm gonna use shield, and it doesn't hit me now.
Okay, all right.
You see, I raise my hand, and a bunch of old, incorrect newspapers float from nowhere and cover me and get destroyed, instead of my beautiful, informative face.
It's scratching up against the newspapers. Another one is gonna go for Sailstein. That's gonna be a 17 to hit.
Armor class 16.
Cutting words. I roll a d8 and I reduce that from its attack.
That's got to work. Just don't roll a 1.
Yeah.
So I roll or you roll for this?
I roll. 4.
Okay.
Oh no, I can't do that. I can't do that because I did shield.
Oh yeah, both reactions.
That's right.
So
right,
fail.
use your
Sorry.
That's okay. But it's not gonna hit anyway because it's gonna kind of bounce off of the hit is not going to land. These two after kind of missing, these two things are gonna attempt to crawl away. So Sailstein and I guess all of you, if all of you want to make a Actually, I'm going to take that back because we Eldridge Defender, thank you for the $10 donation. That was something goes horribly wrong. These two are going to attempt to jump up onto both of your faces and do the corn infestation attack. So
spitting corn
I need
seeds.
both of you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Mama
Wait, is it
didn't
me?
raise no bitch.
Oh gosh.
22.
15.
Okay, it's not me.
22
fine.
is going to save. You are going to take. Oh, not you, detective. You are going to take 18 damage for.
For beating it? Wow.
Yes, you're gonna take half damage, and
So does it just shoot a bunch of corn down my throat? Like what's happening?
That's what they're attempting to do. You're kind of like beating it back. Sail. This one jumps on your head. Is attempting to smother the top of your sort of like foggy ponytail.
Okay.
It's going to do 36 points of damage to you as like the corn begins to pop with all the heat and it begins to make these like
Wait, to
miniature
whom?
explosions. To you, to
To
draft.
me, to draft, 36. Okay.
Yeah.
36 plus for
Dangerous
40,
ass corn.
20, 16 HP left. Okay.
Okay, these things are both still up. It is going to be back to Draft's turn. Go ahead and run that. Thank you, Micah, God of Puns, once again. That's going to be another roll.
What do I need to roll?
Chaos incarnate.
Go ahead and well, no, it's your turn. Sorry.
It's my turn. Okay, so we have two enemies here. Okay, I am going to cast Sleep around us, and I'm gonna target the two corns.
Okay. You go ahead and roll for that, so I know what the HP is.
I'm gonna cast it at second level.
Okay, go ahead and make those rolls.
So that is 5d8 plus 2d8. It's 7d8 I need to roll. And I need to do... Oh, they don't need to do any saves. That's right.
Yeah, it's just the HP up to the number.
Am I in that area? No, I'm healed. I'm good.
31. 31.
I'll say with this spell that you cast that you're able to like knock one corn you can hear it's like little.
Okay. That was my
Other one is
action.
still,
As my bonus action, I am going to look at her and I'm going to say, you know what? For being like you are, maybe you're not the worst in the world. And I'm giving her bardic inspiration.
Sailstein
It's
gets
a D8.
bonus.
All I've done is hire you for a job and kiss your ex-husband.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
I have rolled. We will get to it. I promise. Just hold on for a second. But it is going to be Sailstein's turn. You have one sleeping little thing of corn, and one sort of live corn kind of moving around.
Okay, I will double attack the live corn, and on the second one, if it hits, I'm gonna add a probably branding smite.
Go ahead and roll for the attacks.
That is a natural 20.
That is going to hit, actually,
And
for some reason.
Are you sure?
a 10.
Yeah, let me check my note. Yeah, the 10 will not hit, but the natural 20 definitely will.
Okay. Let me do a little bit of math over here. That is 14 piercing and radiant damage collectively.
Okay. This thing, yeah, you take. What's your weapon actually? Did you say?
It's I enchanted my smoking stick, my cigarette holder.
Your cigarette
so I'm using
holder.
it. It's essentially almost like the size of a staff now. Just
Oh, so
smacking
just
the thing. It serves as a glaive. Yeah.
Oh, awesome. You smack this thing, you hit it, goes clear across the room. The guy from before says, "Hey, I'm here. Oh no!" And he runs. He gets scared and runs. My boss is gonna freak out.
Oh, there's corn in here.
There's too much corn. Detective, it is your turn. All
right.
This thing's very hurt. You got one sleeping thing of corn.
So there's a sleepy one and there's a really hurt one?
Yes.
Okay. So let's go ahead and take my lighter, and I'm going to use my alien powers because I'm an alien. That's who I am. That's
and that's
the
been
character.
canon the whole time.
That's been canon the whole time.
And you all thought it wasn't canon, but it is canon. Okay.
And I flick out my lighter and I go, whew, and I shoot a firebolt at the almost hurt one.
You have bardic inspiration. You can add that.
Good, because I got a 12.
Well, you can add that to healing or to damage too. If
Cool. I'm gonna add it to the attack because I want to hit. It's a D8 or a D10.
It's a D10 for firebolt.
I think it's a D10.
A D10.
But I don't know.
Oh, my bardic
inspiration.
is a D8.
Oh, got it.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Let me roll that.
Yeah. At 11th
that is a
level,
bonus
it's a D10.
2, so a 14.
That's gonna hit actually.
Sick.
We'll do meets beats for these little cornies.
That's
Thanks,
6
Micah, by the
fire
way.
damage. 6 lighter
fire
damage.
6 lighter damage. That's going to be enough lighter damage to sort of pop this corn. I can do some puns too.
And the other one is asleep,
Oh,
right?
nice.
The other one is asleep. I wanted to save what Micah's last roll was for when Logan was here, but his crabs and fish ate him. Oh no!
Fuck! No! Give him back! Give him back right now! Okay, thank you.
Thank you. He's back. And as we sit over the box, the corpse of Sailstein, who died while Logan was gone. No, I'm just kidding.
Dang it.
We have now defeated the corn. There's one sort of sleeping corn on the ground. When Micah rolled earlier, I rolled a 6, which is the party gains a tool. Now, we already know that Aiden is here, so that's not the kind of tool that I'm talking about. No, I'm kidding. I love you. The tool that you gain.
How dare you?
You notice as like you're kind of seeing everything, you see crumpled up in the hand of your dead husband, Sailstein. You see there's like a little piece of paper. That's like clenched in his rigor mortis hand.
I'll go over and like just gently grab it and like tug a little bit. And he like won't relent.
He's holding on to it like he held on to those chicken nuggets throughout the course of your marriage.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was never able to get anything out of his hands. So I pull up my glaive smoking stick and I just cut through his fingers and take it out.
You kind of see that it's a McDonald's receipt.
No.
Of course it is.
No way.
But there is written on the back. I'm writing this down so I don't forget it. Chat, we need a sort of like a nickname for this villain. We need something that would be very kind of like 1960s-esque. Like, go with what you're feeling. But he's got a nickname. And I need that nickname from all of you. We're gonna go on.
I explained to everybody else. I go, well, I was in there, and the corn it took over me. I saw something.
What did you see?
I saw your husband.
He's right
And
there.
he was alive.
He's dead.
And they well, he was alive in the dream, in the vision that they gave me. Yeah, and they so he bought the corn. I'm telling you, he bought it. And he was going to give some to you. I don't know what he was doing with it.
He bought
but somebody gave him the corn and then tack him in the middle of a cornfield or something.
But I only know one person who sells corn.
Who would that be?
And with that, we thank you, Legend Taylor, Strider Barnes, who kind of was thinking in the same realm as this. When you look at the receipt on the McDonald's, on the back, there's a name written, and it is Marcus the Colonel, spelled Kernel. Marcus the Colonel Jones.
It's Marcus.
Let's all have a history check to see if any of us have a relationship or know of Marcus the Colonel Jones.
Good thing I'm not proficient in history.
I was thinking, but I'll let you govern it. I think he might be my boss and the owner of that speakeasy. Oh yeah, okay. History. Let's see. 18.
18. What is
History.
everyone else?
We can all roll or just.
Yeah, you can all roll, baby.
Okay, I have a +1, so I'm gonna do really well here. 2.
I love the confidence.
Wow.
Jacob, what did we roll? 5.
Yeah.
You begin to feel yourself get a little bit red with anger because there is a guy when you worked at the Shot of Light Sailstein, you did remember that there was this guy who was peddling corn to some of the who are the people who run the laser tag rink? Are they? Is there a name for these people?
What was it called?
Well,
the
they're
flash of
obviously
light?
taggers. They call
The-
themselves taggers.
There's a
It's never
guy.
gonna
Some
catch
of
on.
the laser taggers, the people who would help facilitate the kind of the referees. They
Were
would
called
get
the floodlights.
the floodlights. Some of the floodlights would get a little. They would always get a little bit of grass on the side. And there was this guy who sold, and you heard the name of this guy who would come around the back of the around the cornfield, and you always thought that it was, a little bit weird that his name was the Colonel because you've heard that name before.
I had
He
never seen
sold-
it written down.
You had never seen it written down. You had only heard it. You had assumed it was sort of like a KFC type situation.
Yeah.
This guy sold them what you thought was grass because you always thought it was just. And now you're starting to think about the form that it was in. They were very, very large things. They were too large to be cigars of some
Yeah.
kind. He was
Big
selling
yellow
them
cigars that are like
big
ribbed
yellow
for pleasure.
cigars
Yeah.
with grass, like big fawns around them
Okay.
too. And that's what you realize as you hear the sound of the footsteps of the hospital staff rushing into the morgue. What is it that all of you want to do?
We got to get out of here.
I am going to cast invisibility on both of these people. On both
Oh
of them.
shit! Okay.
On the
I'm
two
going to
of
cast
them?
it second level, so they are both invisible. Well, I'm going to cast it at third level and make all of us invisible, and we can just rush out.
You all turn invisible as you see the guy, the guy from before
Arts,
with the
dude,
bottle
we're
glasses.
so fucking useful.
Where did they go? They were here just a second ago.
Now we can fuck and nobody will know.
What was that? I thought I heard a
I
voice.
destroyed invisibility on her.
Say something lewd.
She becomes visible.
Oh, you okay?
I heard that she becomes visible.
I step forward, like borderline 7-foot tall Amazonian woman with armor. I kiss him on the forehead and I saunter out of the room.
passes out. I've never been in the embrace of a woman before. He passes out.
I sit on the car. I get to drive it myself this time, and I go, "Sit down, Lawrence."
Okay.
Go to the
Why are
back,
you driving
Lawrence.
this time, huh?
Because I'm actually good at driving, and I get ready. And we
Shouldn't we wait for?
rush out.
Oh!
Of course, I wait for her. I mean,
Yeah,
I
okay.
I get in the car. We
Thank
probably
you.
moved
Thank
about
you.
the same piece.
Thank you, Eldridge Defender, for the roll. I rolled.
shit.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
You are driving along, trying to get away, and all of a sudden, the three of you, as you're driving, Draft, you've been in a lot of shady situations as a reporter before. And you've been on the following end of a mark. You've known what it's like. You know the telltale signs of someone being targeted and being tracked. What I rolled was the stakes get raised. I rolled an 8. You notice that you are being followed. There is a car, like a little bit all the way back, as you kind of see the detective looking out through the rain falling against the window pane of the car, thinking back to his past, and you see the extremely long cigarette holder outside of the window of the car. I don't think either of your party members have noticed that someone in a taxi, a couple of cars behind you, is very clearly following you as you head to.
I adjust the mirror as if I was just adjusting it normally, right? The rear view mirror.
Roll a sleight
And
of hand check to adjust it and to adjust the.
Oh,
rear
it's
view
for, for them not to notice I saw them?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm really good at sleight of hand. That would be 16.
Okay.
And yeah.
Yep. Go ahead.
And as soon as I get a good look at the car, can I try casting levitate on it?
On their car?
On the car, on your car, or on their car?
On their car.
Yeah, you can roll. You can cast.
It's
levitate
a
on the car.
Constitution save 13 because it's my racial spell.
Chat, I'm gonna roll for the car here right now. So we're gonna go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw for the car.
Yeah.
And I rolled a 4. So the car. What do you guys think? The car gets a high bonus to Constitution? I would think so, but not enough to cover. The car is going to go under the effects of the levitate spell. I believe it just begins floating upwards. Is that correct?
Yeah, it just go. I move it upwards, so it starts floating away.
I think it goes up
from
20
us.
feet each turn.
Yes.
Yeah. And I look at the car, and if I see them notice it, I'm gonna try to lie to them, being like, "Wow, I never knew they make flying cars."
Wait, how do you?
They can definitely see that you did this.
Yeah, you
I
actively
don't think-
cast the
it
spell
can.
while driving.
Well, it's a racial spell. It's not me casting like an
Oh.
arcane thingy. I'm just conjuring my Digin kind of.
So
lineage
would your hair
there.
like move a little bit if?
My hair kind of swifts a little bit, yeah.
You guys, hold on, guys. I gotta roll down the window. I gotta pass gas, and then the hair.
Lawrence, do you know your ex-wife well enough to know when she's casting
I
spells?
was gonna say I feel like Logan, your character wouldn't know, but
No.
Lawrence is like, yeah, strange cars, and he's just like in an inner monologue. I knew that draft had created that draft in order for that car to go flying away,
technology.
but I
That
wouldn't
sounds like a
give them the
song.
satisfaction.
That sounds like a
We're
song.
floating away. We're in the car. We're going 20 feet in the air every 6 seconds. Help us!
It's very strange that
technology.
draft
This is
decided to
middle of
do
New
this.
York.
I could only imagine what could have compelled her to do this thing to this car.
It'd be funny just
The
to
car's
have
just like, my
everyone's inner
planet.
monologue going off at once.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's noisy in the car as everyone's inner monologue. You can see the car is like, my home planet needs me. It just is
Yeah.
rising.
I like to imagine these two people, because they're protagonists, they have inner monologues. Draft thinks she has an inner monologue, which she's whispering to herself.
It's an
I
outer
never
monologue.
Knew.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't understand why they knew what I was doing. But I know she didn't know, but Lawrence definitely did. Just whispering to myself while I drive.
Didn't know what.
I think,
What?
and as you sort of turn the corner, you hear the faint sound of a car,
car
crashing,
yeah.
in the background. As you
Yeah.
turn onto the street, I think we've established that a shot of light is in a cornfield. So you pass the sort of the inner city cornfield.
Wait, hold
that-
on. Is it on the edge of a cornfield, or is it
on
like
the edge of a.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think we said it was behind a
Front
cornfield. So
of a cornfield.
Yeah.
if you would let me as the DM get to it, there is the inner city cornfield that is in the middle of the, a couple of city blocks,
Yeah.
and every city is dedicated to corn agriculture.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it is the home from the biggest silo in the U.S., so of course people
so
come
you see
here
the
to
silo,
watch.
you see the silo,
Yeah.
you see the cornfield, you see Jones Corn written on the side of the silo.
Of course.
And you turn a corner and get
Corner?
to sort of pull up a
Hey.
corner. That was the worst one
It's
so
funny
far,
that we
and
just
pull
talked to a coroner.
I
I
wish I
cast
would've made that
silence
shit.
in the car so I don't have to deal with this. I'm just kidding. I don't do that.
That was a
God
good one. That was a good
damn.
one.
Getting to this place is a maze.
You. Is that?
That's the end of
I
Tall
hate all of
Tales.
you guys.
The whole show.
Well, I mean, you can.
We're
see
gonna
the
go
corn,
on
but
break if we
this
can
is
get done with the.
this
the
ain't a
corn.
farm, dude. This is just a husk of its former self.
Ah!
Aw shucks, guys. We need to go on break. So as we pull up to the very front of the shot of light, we're going to go on break. Everybody, when we come back, I'm going to come to you, my fellow DMs, for some more suggestions to keep things rolling. Thank you, everyone who has donated so far, and we will be back in a couple of minutes. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
we cut back and we are in the back room, in a hidden room in the shot of light, and there are 7 children that are being held they're chained up, and the only thing that they have within their reach is like little plates of corn in front of them. You hear you hear a person taking a long drag off of a cigarette as he throws it to the ground and stomps it out with his boot. He says, "You kids are gonna want to start eating your corn. Mommy and Daddy aren't coming to save you."
Their faces are reflected with some light from a TV in the corner of the room, an old CCTV.
It's only running on snow.
And yeah, there's a little bit of static coming through, and the only thing they can see is Elmo says, "Eat your corn, eat your corn, eat every kernel, eat the corn."
You kids like Elmo, right?
Wants it.
You kids like Golem too, right? You should listen to Golem and Elmo. They're giving you the good instructions.
Eat your corn, kids. I'm a nondescript mouse.
Corn is evil. We want vegetables. We went a long time with our fathers never feeding us. He ate cheeseburgers every day. I have never tasted beef. Give me beef.
There's like a henchman. He's like, Jesus Christ. Hey, these kids are, they're mine to deal with. I'm gonna get the ransom money. Just go back up to the laser tag room and watch out for if any of the police are coming.
Is the ransom beef?
The ransom's not beef. What is wrong with you children?
Steak.
I don't.
And I nibble on your toes. 20. Give us your toes. Sweet, sweet toes. Give us your toes.
I'm not gonna give you my toes.
24 ounces of medium rare.
The child that I'm playing runs forward trying to reach for the toes, and is like, "Ah!"
Like the chain tightens, and
it's like propped up. Yeah.
Jesus. Oh.
I'm a kid who's like earned all like of their limbs chained, but I have like Skechers bright lights on my feet, and I have like all these little bands in my hair. I have 2 ponytails.
Okay, I'm gonna leave you kids alone, and I'm not gonna give you steak. I'm not gonna give you my toes, and
I will eat little Tommy.
I am so upset by this scene right now.
Yeah.
I feel so upset.
Chat, we're gonna need an impediment. We're gonna need some sort of challenge that our party is going to face when they first come to a shot of light. The mixture of a speakeasy.
Did we take a
and
short
laser
rest
tag.
in the way?
You could take a short rest, absolutely. So what kind of challenge are they facing between them and the children? This sort of mystery that they still have to solve. As you all will recall from last time, we were able to find a note scribbled on the back of a McDonald's receipt in the hands of Sailstein's dead, incredibly large husband that said, Marcus the Colonel Jones. We also have a laser tag card at the to the shot of light.
Yes.
You all kind of pull up into like in front of it. You can see the bright neon kind of like flickering. So what do you guys want to do?
So this place, it's got the best goddamn laser tag I've ever seen. But I think that we should maybe go check out the cornfields where your husband was murdered. Find out where his body was. Maybe we'll find some clues.
I think that's fair. I think you know best. It's painful to be here. This is the job I worked to support my family. And I got fired here just a week before he died. I didn't have the heart to tell him.
Well, maybe there's some we can find over there.
Lead the way through the cornfield.
I step out.
We'll
I
find
take
it.
2 shots of whiskey. I smoke 4 cigarettes at once, and then I head out.
I put like 5 cigarettes in like a perfect ring at the end of my cigarette holder, and then I have a cigar in the other like side of my mouth.
You guys make your way into the cornfield, kind of looking for clues. You know that in the very center, like there's that silo, and you're sort of heading, using that as a guiding post, kind of like looking through. Can I have like an investigation or a perception check, or even a nature check?
Can I do something to help us out?
Sure. What do you want to do?
I'm going to call upon the powers of. So a lot of people think that this is some lore to this. You know the big old wind power generators. You know the wind
windmill
things.
Wind turbine.
Windmill. Thank you.
They're called wind turbines.
Yeah, those. As an alien, I can control them. So I'm going to cast. Yeah, I can cast warding wind. And I'm basically going to take the nearest one. It's very far away, but aim the wind so that it blows away some of the corn, so that we can see a little better.
The wind pushes apart sort of a row in front of you that kind of moves all of those corn stalks to the side, and you can see up at the base of the silo, there appears to be some sort of you can't really make it out what it is from where you are, but it seems to be maybe some like equipment. There's some stuff there in the very center of the cornfield. You pass by there's a tractor that you pass by. You pass by a couple of like scarecrows, but you ultimately are heading in this direction, towards the middle of the silo.
I rolled a 17 perception check.
I want all the viewers to know that we don't actively support the tobacco industry. This is just a parody.
Only passively.
Yeah, we only actively support the cannabis industry. We support that.
All the smokes we are smoking are weed.
Yes,
okay?
Tobacco is irradiated and it will give you cancer.
Cannabis.
Cannabis.
I thought that was pretty obvious with how
anxiety.
stupidly we were smoking it.
This is sort
My
of
character has
magical
2
realm.
cigarettes in their nose, and it's like,
This is not the real
In
world.
this magical world, tobacco doesn't exist. Only cannabis.
Doesn't exist.
Only
it's
cannabis.
not real.
Only THC,
Stop
CBD.
Yeah, so you guys sort of
We're all high as fuck walking through a cornfield.
which is perfect for laser tag.
Yeah,
Anyway,
absolutely.
you guys make your way for it. Thank you also, Micah, for the number 6, which is of course the party gains a tool. You all make your way towards the center of this cornfield, and you noticed a couple of things immediately. There are laying down. There's like a rack of laser tag vests that come with the laser tag gun, and after that, you see a sign that is only sort of visible from the height that you're at once you like come into this clearing. And it says, it's a big sign, and it says, the Colonel's Battle Royale, the Colonel's Laser Tag Battle Royale, grand prize, 7 children. And you see the laser tag vests begin to light up various colors. And from the silo, a large dome encompasses the entirety of the cornfield. You all know that you have seconds to strap on a vest and grab yourself a laser tag
I do
gun.
so.
I've never lost a laser tag.
oh shit! I never thought about. He set us up. He set us all up.
Lawrence, it's okay. My chainmail
Guys.
has lead on it.
I
The
know.
lasers don't
We're just
actually
gonna have to
penetrate it.
get the #1 victory royale. Ugh.
Yeah, D&D, we're about to get down.
Get down.
As my husband would say, winner, winner, McDonald's dinner.
With that, the dome, has begun to. You hear a loud siren, and from the all ends of the map, from Tomato Town, Corntown onward, we're in the Pleasant Park streets. You all have these things. You hear people. You hear the sound of. You see lasers coming in through the air, and in classic laser tag fashion, you hear hardcore electro music as the dome, sort of a magic dome, brings everything the light level down. All of the corn stalks are like now neon. The silo is moving. The scarecrows are kind of doing the robot.
Wait,
You're
sorry, quick tension breaking context, just for the music. What should I look up? Just like techno upbeat. Yeah,
techno.
You got
Yeah.
this.
Techno.
Detroit, Stay
Copyright
Human
free
music. It's like video
techno
games. So. Well, it's a movie, but also it's video game.
Yeah. Jacob, send it through. Or you know what? You can tell the bot to do it.
This
It'll
is
probably
perfect.
work. Okay.
This is perfect.
Post it.
There you
Just
go.
post it.
Chat, you are going to be the other people in this victory in this.
No,
my
wait,
God.
don't do it. Don't do it.
Okay.
Sorry, I just scrolled and I keep going. Sorry, Phil.
Jacob,
Chat, you are going to be the grouping of the other teams in this battle royale. Okay, so there are 3 main locations in this area. There is the silo, which is in the very center of the map. There is the overturned tractor, which is on the eastern side, and there is a field of scarecrow on the western side. I'm gonna need from you. Let's figure this out. What is your plan, chat, on how you're going to take out our intrepid heroes? And intrepid heroes, I want to hear from you. This is on what you want to do. You can hear the sound of lasers firing in the distance. You know that you have to come up with a plan, because any second now these other players are going to be making their way into this silo
to steal my children.
What is it you want to do? And I'm gonna roll initiative for the chat.
Okay.
You one of you can roll initiative for your team, and let me know what you want to do.
Okay.
Okay, I have a +4 to initiative.
Well, Lawrence is kind of taking the lead here. He's the one that I'm paying, and he's the one that pays you. So he's kind of the guy that has the gravity, I think.
Yeah.
Sounds like Tron.
So, So we're going to the chat. You rolled. I'm not kidding on this. A natural 20. Good job, chat. You guys are amazing.
You fuckers.
So immediately, thank you, Alonzo Collins. You're going to hear someone shout out a command in a language that none of you recognize, and you're going to the lasers on the eastern portion are going to stop, and you're going to hear the sound almost. If you listen very closly, it sounds like the group has probably a large group has probably disbanded. It is now your turn, party. What is it that you want to do?
Oh boy.
The suggestions come in chat. I'll be picking one at random for stuff that I roll for what we want to do. This is Twitch plays
yeah,
narrative
plays
Fortnite. So
okay, I think so. This is our team. This is us 3.
Your team. It's your team's turn. There's an enemy teams that are on their way.
All right, I know how this game works. Look for the chests.
Yeah. I think that we should stealth towards the middle if we can, and just try to keep out on high alert if anybody comes near us, and play defensive.
Third level invisibility for all of us.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh shit.
So you're 3rd level invisibility. You guys are all invisible. What is it that you want to do while you're invisible? Yeah, I'll let you use your.
At that point, I think we should just run through the cornfield and try to get into somewhere near the middle.
Which you're already sort of in the middle where the silo is. Are you gonna stay there, or are you
we should enter the silo and neck bottle them, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna go in the silo.
Yeah.
Do we trust ourselves to secure the core location?
Yeah.
Oh, we have invisibility on our.
The moment we fire, we lose it.
But we need invisibility to get there and enter and secure the entrances.
I need a decision. That
we got to go in the silo. It's our best defensive mechanism. Even if we're not invisible, we'll still be good.
Lawrence, if you lose my children, you don't make any money. And I follow you.
Don't worry. I'm getting those goddamn Gollum-ass, fucking scary-ass looking children back no matter what it takes.
Go ahead and roll stealth with advantage. So to confirm, you guys are going to the top of the silo, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Oops.
21, baby.
21. You all kind of make your way up. You have your weapons ready. You're going to hear the sound of ooh, ooh, as it is chat's turn. Thank you, Micah, God of Puns, and also Bragoon, who we're gonna see in the eastern portion of the field where the tractor is. You're gonna hear the sound of an engine starting. as what is it that you Chad? What is it you want to do with the tractor? You can see in the distance with your superior height that some of these members, a remaining team, has strapped a bunch of their guns to the top of this tractor to make, in effect, sort of a Gatling laser, and they are driving it straight towards the center of the map. It's going to be our team's turn. Team, what is it that you want to do? Chat, what is it that you want to do when you get there with the tractor?
All right, if we can make some sort of mirror device, we can amplify our laser and take out massive squads all at once.
EFG, but it's a laser.
Yeah. Like if we were to
Laser
get
tag
like a
EFG.
satellite head and just shoot our laser into it and beam it, it would be like a Gatling gun.
So Habla Manon just
no.
donated 1,000 SEK, which is the equivalent of $100 US dollars.
It is. It's $117.
We have to kiss now.
We have to kiss.
We have to kiss.
Okay.
Oh no!
Boy, so we have to
Damn
kiss,
it.
right?
Safely.
It's a good thing
Yeah,
that
we
Dan
have
and
to
I are gay.
kiss.
Yeah.
So
All of you are fucked.
I'm down here.
I will meet that bar.
Habla Manon, if you want to tell me,
yeah.
what you want to do with this this tractor, I'll definitely let you choose.
Wait, I think
that,
I'm the
but,
other way.
You're the
we
other
got
way.
a number 2, which is to introduce
Yeah, I'm this way.
introduce
Got you,
a
man.
known NPC. So it's looking very bad on.
Oh
the
yeah, I went to
screen.
the edge of my Zoom thing.
Oh God,
It's just
Manchi
very-
is here.
We're trying our best to kiss. I promise. So, you're going to, for $100. This is what you're going to see happen. So first off, I need from you guys what you're doing on your turn.
I am.
You want to?
Okay, so do we go all together at the same in the same turn?
You guys can collectively let me know what you want to
We're
do.
a
and I'll make
team.
some-
We're on top of the silo.
Yeah,
though.
you're on
Oh,
top of the
okay.
silo. You can see this tractor with a Gatling laser heading towards you.
Okay,
do
so
how many?
Can I see anybody on the tractor?
You can, in fact, you can. Thank you, Hablaman, for this. You can see the coroner from before.
Oh my God.
He has woken up.
The guy that I
has
kissed on the
woken up.
forehead.
The one you kissed on the forehead, and he's determined at this point to. He was so embarrassed that when you kissed him and he had passed out, he's going to make this dame pay for what she did to him. But you can see that there's something off about him. The sleeping corn that you left there, he looks like he has somehow found a way to bioengineer the corn technology, and one of his arms is just a pure corn stalk, and he's driving it. He has his team on the back. You hear the sound of the horn, and the dome begins to shrink in even further.
How far away are we from this corn dude?
It's maybe around, I'll say around 600 feet in closing.
Okay.
It's kind of just mowing over the cornfield, making its way to you. So what is it you guys want to do there?
I want to wait till the tractor hits the silo.
Okay.
I'm gonna. How far away is he?
And can I look at them and go I have a plan?
Did you just break off the little paper holder of your pencil?
Maybe.
I was gonna try to snipe that dude, and I'm trying to get him while I'm up here.
I'm gonna try and cast hold person on whoever's driving the tractor. The
Oh,
moment
there
they
we
get
go.
in range.
As it's coming in range, all three of you are gonna do your actions at once. Is that?
Well, no, I'm not gonna do that because I thought we were 600 feet away from them, so we can't.
Oh
They're
yeah,
on their
it'd be a
way.
while.
They're coming on their way.
Okay.
Let's do this. Let's have. Who wants to go first? I guess. You're gonna take the shot? First?
I'll wait for the hold, and then I'll shoot.
Okay. So it's coming on your way. Let's cast hold person. What does our coroner have to make?
Wisdom save of 12.
Oh shit!
My saves are a little weak.
It's okay. He rolled a 7.
Hey.
Oh, and then I just
So what happened?
Hold on. He's paralyzed. So is he driving or is he?
He's driving.
Okay.
This is not good.
So I essentially single out the driver, and I like snap my fingers, and I like do some fancy stuff with my beautiful red dress that makes him just stop thinking about driving for a second.
And the very old tractor, the wheel begins to slip slightly. You see all the people in the back like, whoa, what's happening? As this thing begins to like turn, and then with a sudden twist of the wheel as it hits a rock, the tractor, whoosh, it doosh, doosh, doosh. All of a sudden, detective, your mind goes blank. It's a car accident. You're witnessing a car accident. No, it's all coming back to you now. I need the inner monologue. I need the inner monologue, detective. What are you thinking?
Wouldn't believe it. Celestine, she had committed this the entire time. All of these car accidents. That could have been her. She started all of this. I can't witness this again. Not this time. And then it's a... And I'm pointing my laser gun at Celestine. And I just say, why'd you do that? Why'd you do that?
Cars have to crash, Lawrence.
God damn it, it was just laser tag. It's just laser tag. You killed all of them.
It's always been laser tag, Lawrence.
God.
And I've never lost. And I point my gun at Lawrence.
Don't do this. Don't do this. We gotta get those kids back. This isn't about you. This isn't about me. But you can't just kill them. You can't kill them with tractors.
You look over. Everyone in the tractor is dead. Just like
I'm dead. Sorry, chat.
You know better. You know better than the Colonel if you do this, Celestine. I can't justify this on the record. If I don't shoot you right now on top of this silo, I'm done for life.
Thank you, Paul Lozo. Oh. I see your donation. I'm gonna get to it in a second. I promise.
Oh, okay.
No, do it right now. Do it right now.
Okay. What happens is I rolled for the first one. I rolled an 11, which is the party gets a new goal. As the tractor crashes, you see Draft. You see some people coming out of the woodwork to try and pick you guys off. You boom. You shoot them with the tractor group being dead. Sorry, chat. You're not victory royale. Yeah, Fortnite. We're about to get down. You hear the sound of the.
I like that Draft is the one who's actually defending us, and we're just like.
Well, you two are like you have each other. The storm closes in, and you hear another loud buzzer. You see appear above all three of you. Number 1, victory royale, and the silo, the top of the silo that you won, begins to go down, almost as if on an elevator.
We about to get down.
It's
get down.
Let me roll for the other donation, Paul. Thanks for the F's in the chat.
Did you guys see the
7 kills on the board right now? We just wiped out.
Did you guys see the actual guy who sings that song?
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen it.
That's so funny.
I rolled a 1, which is something goes horribly wrong. The silo begins to go downwards.
Both of our guns pointed at each other. Draft on surveillance.
It goes down. What are you guys doing as it begins to go
down?
Is
is it lowering itself or is it falling?
It's lowering into the ground. Yeah, Fortnite, we're about to go down. We're moving lower and lower.
I kind of like freak out for a second, but I focus I still focus on Celestine.
Draft, are you doing anything? Your comrades have guns pointed at each other.
They are tackled both of them down the silo, and I cast Featherfall on all
Oh my god.
There's a draft of air just kind of like lower us down slowly.
There's a little gap that you're able to get through, like under the elevator, as you guys go around it and move downwards into the bows. You can see that this goes down for miles. There's something very, very wrong here. As you're kind of floating, you see something. You see lights on the side of the elevator shaft make their way up, and you realize what this is. There is a large missile that is in the the bottom of this. You see
a silo on a missile silo.
Yes, correct. And there is it says the Colonel's last stand, and there is All of a sudden,
giant corn missile. Oh my god!
Oh
Detective-
fuck! He's gonna corn
Detect-
everyone.
Detective and sales scene. It seems to make sense. The flash of light that happened before before your husband was killed and your kids were kidnapped. The flash of light that has happened before you've seen all of your multiple car wrecks. It begins to make sense of what this plan is. But before you can come to that realization, you hear. You hear, you look over, as you come down to this little like precipice, landing your feet on a steel grate, you see the colonel standing across the way. He says, well, detective. Looks like your snoopy journalist friend, and all legs over here have made it. I'm sorry that it's going to have to come to this, but if I'm going to make any more sales, people just aren't buying my corn the way that I want them to anymore.
You son of a bitch.
and
You
I
think you're
know-
gonna get away with all this? This mighty plan of yours to corn everyone. What the hell is your goal here, Colonel?
Well, it should be obvious at this point, detective, shouldn't it be? I've found a way to transform light into corn. And I've used it on your husband, and I've used it to cause numerous car crashes, turning little rats on the street into pure corn, blowing them up, and and causing these car accidents. But don't worry, it's not just them that I've used my corn bombs on. My corn pops, as I call them.
No.
You see, I have turned your children, Sailstein, into these. And he turns around. You see chained to the wall your children. They are, each of them, already sort of innately horrible and gremlin-like. Now even far more terrifying as you have...
Give us
it's
beef.
This is my third-born daughter.
They have like little corn stalks growing around them as their veins. You see one of them has like a corn for a hand, and all 7 of them are rattling against her chains. And he says, I'm sorry, you all, but I think I will let your children take care of this. And he pulls out
You monster!
But we
You'll
got the
never get away
victory
with
royale.
this!
Well, now it is you who will be going down, and sadly, your friends will not be here to revive you. And he pulls out a bucket of popcorn. He sits back on a recliner chair, cigarette in his mouth, and he presses a button as these 7 children begin to rush at you. And I need everyone to roll initiative.
The music is so good.
Yeah, I got. Phil, you can't hear it because you're not in the thing.
It's all cinematic and sad.
Yeah.
I got a 1!
I got a 1
Eldritch
too. I got a
Defender.
5. total.
Hey.
Eldritch Defender gave $4.99. You're playing a dangerous
Fucker.
game here, Eldritch Defender, but I'm going to roll for that because I appreciate your...
The pennies
I
are
appreciate
worth
you.
nothing.
What I rolled was a 6, which is the party gains a tool. You all
Another fail? Fuck.
you all begin to see this is what you gain. You see something on each of these children. You thought originally that it was just chains holding them back. It wasn't just chains. This guy has spent all his money making this missile. He had to use what he had to chain up these children. It's in reality, they were equipped with these laser tag vests that they had attached to them, which are currently glowing a sickly red color. They were strapped in before, but they have been released now. So all of them are wearing these laser tag vests. Let's do initiative. Anyone above a 20?
Nope.
15 to 20.
15.
Okay, we got sales.
What'd you get, a Dan?
5. I got a
5.
natural 1.
I got a 3.
Okay, so it's gonna be Sailstein. We got the Children of the Corn. Pause for dramatic effect. Children of the Corn,
Hey.
very good.
And we came there naturally. That's
I know,
genuinely
it-
genius.
You guys are welcome. We do it all for you.
There's something called genius. There's no such thing as a person who is a genius. There's just genius that happens.
You
And
have
it's
to
come to all
arrive.
of us.
You have to arrive at it.
It comes to you.
Oh.
It's going to be, what was, Aiden, what was you got a 5?
Yep.
Okay, it's going to be draft, and then it is going to be detective.
I fucking love this show.
I've said it the whole time with Gil. Detective Gil. It's Celestine, you are going to be up first. I need from the chat as well the name for the special move, the anime special move of these children. All 7 of your children are now rushing you. There may be, 100 feet away.
Oh.
They're all coming from they're in one large line headed in your direction.
I'm so sorry, you skinny bastards. And I pull out my gun. I've never lost at laser tag. And I try and gun.
No, Celestine, we can save them! Don't do this!
I try and perfectly laser hit all my kids' chests so that their little chest pads malfunction.
Say that again. You're trying to shoot not their chest, or what are you? I guess I'm not clear on what you're trying to do.
I'm doing the general laser tag where I'm making it to the point where all of them are dead in terms of the game. So they're disqualified or out.
So you can, how many attacks can you make per turn?
I can make 2 as a paladin. Yeah.
I'll let you make 2 shots at 2 of the separate children.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
And I rolled again, and it was, I rolled a 10, thank you, Micah, God of Puns. I got a 10. The party's dynamic shifts. Aiden, can you tell me how seeing this mother rush into fight, to save and or fight her children, how does that make your character feel in relation to Celestine at this point? Something changes about the way that you feel.
Also, I'm missing drastically. I can't seem to hit my children, and you can't really tell whether or not it's intentional, because I'm self-proclaimed that I've never lost the game, but maybe I've never won, and I'm really insecure about it.
I think Draft sees this lady having to go through all of this, and she realizes that she has been blaming her for things that are not her fault, her ex-husband is a piece of shit. Celestine is just taking advantage of that to further the investigation quicker, But she blames Celestine for that, and for her own insecurities, Draft has done that. And she realizes that it's not Celestine's fault, and it's the fault of the corn man, but also from Gil, because he is a really bad detective.
Yeah.
He has so many of the news articles that she wanted to propose at the time were taken down to talk about the news car incident that her husband was involved in. So she broke up with him because he would always take over the newspaper by being either he found out the clues, but actually was her giving him the clues under the table, or he would just crash a car, kill the star new kid cop from the service, and he would be on the news all the time.
So Gil blamed it on me, that I'm the person who
Yeah.
causes all these car crashes, but it's actually Gil who's
I think he's
subjecting the news and making it look like the only cause of death in this whole city has been car crashes caused by Gil.
Yes. And so that's what's going on in your head right now.
Very good. With that going on, Celestine, does that end your turn? What did you?
I missed and both my shots. It was really terrible. So the rolls were bad, but I'm not sure if it's Celestine intentionally dodging her children. She can't bring herself to shoot them, or if she just sucks.
You see, they're mindless, nothing but corn and beef, moving towards you, and it goes wide. You see the Colonel laughing. Another one. Pretty good laser noises, I think. Missing. It goes. Welcome to the Laser Sound Effect Podcast.
You know what? If it's fully in your mouth, it actually kind of works.
Those 2 that you missed, two of the faster children, and boy, are they all just freakily fast. 2 of them are headed straight to you.
If only you kids were overweight.
If only you had a morsel of food. They're each going to make a swing at you. One is going to hit. They're both gonna hit. Actually, does a 18 hit?
Yeah, my AC is 16. So anything 16 or higher.
They're both gonna hit. First one is going to do 9 points of slashing damage. The other one's going to do 10 points of slashing damage.
My kids have a higher CR than me.
Grab and slash into you with their corn-like claws. Two of them, one of them is going to get to over by, so four of them, I'm trying to do the math in my head. 4 of them are going to head over to where you are, Aiden, and one of them is going to go directly to Detective Gill. So, Draft, you're kind of surrounded by 4 of these things. 2 of them are going to rush out and try to slash you, and 2 of them are going to stay back, preparing some sort of thing. Actually, both of them are going to miss, as I rolled a 6 and a 1. As you're dodging out of the way. One of them, thank you for this, Alejandro, is right up against you, Detective. And you kind of see him slobbering some corn syrup. He's going to.
I don't want to hurt you, kid. I don't want to hurt you.
He's going to attempt to jump at you and do a cornikazi attack. And is going to attempt to pop himself open. So he's going to go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
8.
That is going to fail.
What if I cast shield?
I don't think that is going to help you.
Okay. I would still do it though.
How much health do you have as well? 23. I literally rolled 22. I kid you not.
Oh my god.
Oh fuck!
So as this kid grapples onto you, you see it its head turns fully around and poof, popcorn everywhere. You're knocked prone. You're knocked prone. You're on 1 HP.
Wait, did my kid just explode?
Yeah, your kid that kid just exploded.
No! And I hit the ground and I'm like, it's like those movie montages where the character's grieving, but it's it hit the ground, it's silent,
there's
it's black and white, and I'm it's just and it cuts and he's like, and then it cuts again and he's like, and then it's just one moment and I just look up at the colonel. And that's it.
Thank you, undereducated voter, for the $5.
Yes, thank you, undereducated voter, which is a really cool name. I rolled I'm gonna retcon something here because I rolled a 12, which is something goes extremely well. So you see as you look over, Sailstein, you see your child. You reach out to try and do something about this. You see the bright flash of light has happened, and the child is sort of laying there on the ground. You notice something. When that bright flash of light happened from the actual explosion that happened on the child, the light itself short circuited the laser tag vest, and it looks like as that laser tag vest went to its inactive state, having been hit, it looks like it had shut down the whatever sort of corn curse was on this child. You think in your head that if you can only hit each of these, short circuit these vests, get them in their inactive state, whether through using a hit from the laser tag or otherwise, you could probably take down your own children. The kids have short spurts of energy because they don't eat much, so that kid is fully asleep. It is going to be Draft's turn. Draft, you're surrounded by 4 different children of the corn. You see in the corner as the colonel kind of stands up looking confused. What is it that you want to do, Draft?
I want to point my gun up at the sky, and I want to look at. They're surrounding me, right?
Yeah.
My laser gun starts to make static, and red lights from the little thingy start to go crazy. And I shoot at the sky, and the sky goes crackling red. And a thunder, a lightning of laser tag falls on top of me. As a reaction, I cast Absorb Elements, and I do Cold Lightning on top of me to hit all of them except me.
What the fuck? That's so cool.
I'm gonna let that happen. Absolutely. So go ahead and they make what kind of?
It's a Dex save.
I'm gonna roll for all of them.
A
What's the
16
DC?
difficulty. 16.
That's 1 failure. That's 1 success. Another failure, and another failure. So you go ahead and roll for the damage as well.
Okay,
As 3 of them, this kind of lightning poof, whoosh, and goes out in sort of a burst as
that would be 13 damage. To all
lightning
of them.
bing, 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 goes around you. You kind of blow the smoke off of your laser tag gun. 3 of them, there you see the laser tag vest and go down. You hear the sound effects. One of them has done the cheap ass thing that kids do in laser tag, where he covers his vest.
Oh, asshole!
No. Cheater, you cheater.
So 1 is still up, but 3 of them are down. That's 4 children now that are down. Okay. 2 of them are still surrounding, and you see as the colonel has gone over to some sort of like case and opens it up and pulls out this like large gun and is getting ready to level it at all of you. It is going to be the detective. It's your turn. You are prone.
I'm lying on the ground, 1 hit point. I'm gritting the dirt and grass underneath us, and I look up at him, and I get over, and I cast levitate on myself, and then I push myself upwards towards him, and I'm just going to be floating through the air straight towards the colonel.
Okay.
And I'm just like, ah!
Very cool.
It turned into Dragon Ball.
Is there anything else you want to do with your turn?
That's my whole turn.
Yeah, that's your whole turn. Sailstein, it is going to be your turn. You have your 2 children on either side of you.
Okay.
You see them slobbering, Right?
Yeah.
Oh, is it cloudy today? You said it was cloudy tonight?
It was cloudy. It was raining, I believe.
So they take an extra D10 damage.
Oh, okay. Cool. I mean, you're in a hole, so I'm not sure they do, but I'll write that down.
You're in a hole!
Okay. What is it that
Sailstein will look up at the colonel and just kind of like drop her whole demeanor and just point massively and say, "You only fired me because you were jealous of my husband." And I'll cast Abjure Enemy. So he needs to make a wisdom save of 12.
And I am not sure what that does, so you're going to have to help me. And he rolled a 3, so he is going to fail that.
He cannot move until he takes damage, and his movement speed will be halved after that.
Okay.
So essentially, he is just like shaken by my presence, and he realizes that I am the person who is inadvertently responsible for his coming death.
Oh shit.
Very cool. Very cool. You see his eyes, like he begins to aim this cannon up towards the floating detective, making the way towards closing the distance, and his eyes just for a second look back over, and the 2 of you lock eye contact, and you see the veins in his eyes, the capillaries just grow bright red as you see the fear kind of take hold of him. You do have your children. Is there anything else you're doing with your turn?
As I say that, I think my children will kind of swarm and just kind of tackle me, trying to tear me apart. That is my action. Let me jump over to bonus actions really quick.
Okay.
I think I will cast Hunter's Mark on him too.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's only specific to me, but essentially, if I do anything to him, it's going to hurt a lot more.
Can you make a contested strength check for me?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Against my children?
Yes.
All 7.
Okay, I got a 4.
Oh.
Oof. You are going to be taken to the ground as one of your children, impossibly strong with this newfound corn power.
They're children of the corn now. They're not mine.
They're holding you down. One of them holds up a corn cob and is going to attempt to corn infestation.
Corned beef.
It says it
You will
shoves
know
it.
the corn.
Corned beef. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving there for me.
Oh my god. I don't know what's wrong with like Google's dice rolling system, but it's been fucking with me. What do I have to make? Constitution?
Constitution.
6.
You're a 7th level paladin, right?
Yeah.
You do add your charisma modifier to your save.
I still got a 6.
That is going to
But,
be
dude.
27 points of corn damage.
Okay.
Corn
I just
damage.
look at my kids and I'm like, I'm sorry. Like,
They say, just give in. Just give in.
As you feel like you can,
Dad, feed us.
you go into your mind, and all of a sudden you go back to the day that you can feel the corn attempting to hold on to your psyche, and you go back to the day that you met your husband, and you're in line at a McDonald's, and there's a tap on your shoulder.
I'm just here for coffee.
Excuse me, if you're only here for coffee, could I? I'm kind of hungry. Could I get in front of you, or?
Of course.
Oh, thank you.
I'm not in a hurry.
That's
Who are
good.
you?
Do you want? Chad, can we have the name of the husband?
Oh, the
Yeah,
big
what's his
fat fuck
name?
disgusting piece of shit that nobody
Chad, you
loves.
can name the husband if you would like to. But
Don't know his name.
he moves. He kind of like scoots past you, being very respectful. And he like
I
puts
kind of
out
have
a hand.
to step aside even though he also steps aside.
I'll let you. Can you see the chat, Logan? Do you want to pick the name of your husband?
Sure, 1 second.
You look down at his name tag, and it says,
He's got a.
Let's go with Dieters. Let's go with Tubford.
"No, it's Tubbleford."
Tubford.
Ford.
He says. He says, Tubbaford. He waves his out of hand.
It's very nice to meet you.
Tubbaford Salestein. You were using his last name.
I seem to have forgotten my own name, and as I'm revisiting this memory, my original name comes back to my brain and it sort of snaps. I'll also ask the chat, who am I actually? Because I've been using his last name as my first name.
Cornelia.
You see as he says, my name is Tubbaford. I just gotta say that, what you said about, not being in a hurry. I apologize. I seem like I'm always in a hurry. It's just kind of who I am. I like to take my food fast, It's not like me to... He looks in your eyes and you can see a connection, and he says, it's not like me to slow down.
You don't have to live that way, Tubbaford. Let's spend some time. And then it cuts to like a non-dialogue conversation with them just at a little McDonald's booth where his chest is like halfway over the table. And the other half is like under.
It's like a little vignette of their them like laughing and their. So what is your, what's your name? Looks for name.
Yeah. I'm May's Colonel.
It's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you.
And
we snap back.
We snap back, and you can see the hand of the kid is holding down the hand of May's Colonel Salestein, and on the little wristband, you can see like the child's arm holding down the hand. The little wristband, the gold wristband that was given to you. There's a little heart locket that we didn't notice before. The perspective was blurring it. And it says there's a little locket, and it says to my beloved, and you find the strength to throw the both of your children off of you. They roll and they tumble.
They explode and die.
Yeah. They tumble for exactly 6 feet and then they detonate.
As they hit the ground, you actually take them and you toss them into the third child that was covering his laser tag vest.
His name is
And all
Cheater
three of them-
Salestein.
Oh, that song is copyrighted.
No, it's
Well,
not.
that song. Help!
What do
Yeah,
you
it is.
mean it? No, what do you mean it's not? That's highly copyrighted.
10 kills
That's
on the board right now.
incredibly
Almost wiped out
dangerous.
tornadoes.
I was like, I think it's a cover.
my friend just got down.
Just
Everybody-
dead ass Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
I can't hear it. So
Cinematic mix, 1 hour, no
Bullshit,
copyright.
yeah.
Fucking.
Well,
Game
maybe it
of
wasn't
Thrones.
copyright though because it was a cover. Dan.
it's a cover. You're they get thrown into each other, and all of 3 of their vests short circuit as all of your children are now asleep. The 3 of you, you are in the air, detective, heading towards the colonel. What is it that you want to do?
I want to. Where's he pointing his gun?
It's up at you, but you can tell he's like shaking. He's not moving.
It's okay. All I want to do is if he takes a shot, it's just going to hit me. But as I fly towards him, I go, and I want to detect thoughts to hear his inner monologue.
I didn't think it would come to this. My own daughter and using my grandchildren as weapons, but this is what it's come to. I knew that Korn would never survive if she was going to be with someone so unhealthy in defiance of me. I knew that Korn could never beat the fast food market, so I had to do this drastic thing. Now all of my grandchildren are unconscious. It's up for me to do the things that I have to do to take out and clean this
Grab his
world.
neck. I got you, Colonel. I got you. It's over. It's over. It's done. It's done. It's done.
Sailstein and Draft, you're up. You're up now. You can move forward. He drops his weapon. You see him begin to cry. Tears is still under this effect. He looks over at the both of you. What is it that you all want to do?
I never thought, Dad, that you would be the disappointment. Now pull out my laser gun.
That's why I had to hide under this alias. That's why you didn't know who I was before when we had done all this talking about this character.
I
And I have
genuinely
been your father
forgot.
all along.
There's a lot of trauma tied to you and my husband. Both
Take
of you
the
are just
shot, Sailstein! Take the shot!
just fucking launch bullets into
The laser.
Shoots,
It's a real
throw,
AK.
I throw thunder and kill Gil too, since like
You,
well, I'm at it.
detective, you
Did you
throw.
just say you kill me?
No, I do it so it doesn't.
You
hit me.
throw
Oh,
you
okay,
throw him
cool.
by the throat into the air, and you can see as you do so, you see like his shirt comes apart, and there's a little heart made out of the laser tag vest material, like comes out of his open chest. You knew about it all along, Sailstein. You combined strength of the laser comes down, and you see. We do one more flashback to Sailstein in her house being chastised by her father. You think you can do whatever you want under this roof? You think you're gonna run away with that slob? Is that what you think you're gonna do?
You've been the slob, Dad. He is someone who has passion. He cares about the food that he eats.
You don't think I care about the food that all of us eat?
You've
He's
never
only
cared
thinking
about
himself.
anything but corn, Dad.
Is that what you think? Is that what you think? Well, here's what you ought to do. You ought to run out and just let that guy give you 7 or so kids. And when that happens, you'll realize at the very end of all this, I'm going to make you realize that he was nothing. He was worthless to you.
You're worthless,
you'll-
Dad. Those kids that we have, 7 or so, they'll eat so much better than I did.
You get out of my house.
I'll
And then we
never
cut
come
back.
back. We cut back, and I glance back, and I see that I haven't fed my kids in the way that I promised, and I just start to feel the pain.
But as the kind of the trigger squeeze, you see the wisp around Draft's hair begin to form sort of into a cloud as she, you see newspaper clippings flying around as the lightning moves down, meeting with the bolt of the laser, and it hits him right into his heart, and you see his head just sort of explodes into a corn explosion. All the kids begin to like wake up, and they see this like bright explosion, their eyes wide, looking as we see the silhouetted in front of them are our three heroes, their backs turned, and we hear the sound of slow jazz begin to play as the brightness of the explosion of the Colonel fades into a transition scene. We're all now at a funeral. The rain is pouring as slightly as it did on at the beginning of the episode, and we see we see 10 figures, 7 of them very small, all eating beef out of little buckets that they have.
It's like delicious
each of them has
corned beef.
Each of them has noticeably gained weight, and it's now time for draft. You're writing. You see, as you're writing down what's happening, kind of writing the obituary of what's happening. Sailstein, it's time for you to give the eulogy for your husband.
What is a eulogy exactly?
Eulogy is a saying at a funeral where you're just kind of like talking and you kind of give your like last words to the people in attendance about the person's life.
Like in the movies, and they're like, he was a great man.
Oh, what was his name again?
Yeah.
What did we pick?
Tubalard? I can't remember.
It's Tubbathy.
Tubbo. Or hold on. One
Tubbaford.
second.
It's like Timothy, but
Tub.
Tub.
It was Tubbaford.
Tubbaford, sorry.
Tubbaford Sailstein. You were a miracle, honestly. Both in my life, you taught me how to live. You taught me how to indulge. I restricted myself so much, but you showed no restraint through your entire life, and that's something that I learned from you. Now that you're dead, it only makes sense, because your entire life was indulgence, and you taught me mediation. You taught the children how to starve by eating as much as you did. And in that sense, they learned how to appreciate food from you.
Jesus.
And now it's only fair that you become the soil that the corn eats so that my children can eat. Thank you.
We zoom back, and this is taking place in the cornfield. The overturned tractor is still on the body of the corn
Of a whole Fortnite team.
But as always with all film noirs, we have to end with an inner monologue of our detective about what he learned about the adventure.
Back in my office, it's a bright sunny day. Lawrence Gill is walking in, and there's like a guy sitting on the street, and he goes, hey, and he goes, good day today. He says, yeah, and he goes in, and he sits down, and he puts the paper down, and the paper, the shot hits the paper, and it talks about how the dude was thwarted, corn people, big conspiracy was unveiled. It's the highlight of the newspaper.
Yeah,
he sits down.
Draft has written a front page cover.
Yeah.
One of the first times that Draft has been able to get on the very front page of the City Times.
Yeah, and he looks out the window and he opens the blinds, and there's the sun's kind of peeling in. He says, I never thought that I'd look at this city and think, wow, what a world.
What a corny
You know, some good things do come from the smallest. Corn. Popcorn. Who could have guessed? After all those DUIs, I can't drive no cars no more. But now, and he takes a cigarette, and he just puts it down. And he takes his hat off and he puts it down. He's got like his hair is just like
he's an alien.
Gelled back. Yeah.
He has little antenna.
I think now, all those people who died in those car accidents, it wasn't because of me. It was their own irresponsibility. And I think that's enough to take off my shoulders. And then he sits down, and the camera slowly zooms out as he's typing away on a typewriter, but we don't know what he's typing.
Inside of a car with 5 children in the car.
No, he doesn't have a driver's license anymore.
Yeah,
he got so many DUIs that he can't drive. He walks everywhere.
And with the sound of the ticking, tacking of the typewriter slowly becomes the sound of the rain on the window pane, and we zoom out to a skyline of the city. And that is where our story for tonight ends.
Very good. Very good.
Thank you all for joining along. My heart is broken.
That was great, Fel. Thank you so much. That was amazing.
That was good.
Thank you all for donating.
Especially
Sek for donating, or Hablum Manon for
the 1,000 Sek.
Yeah, thank you so much.
The 100 USD. That was great. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, Micah. That was a lot of fun. Just reading those puns was really super creative. I'm surprised that you could come up with that many of them.
Thank you so much.
Seriously, it was cool.
That was a lot of fun.
What is it with Tall Tales and food-related plots?
We gotta have the food-related. I didn't think it was gonna go there, but it did.
Yeah, I think it's just like an early sequence thing. It's either something we'll break or something we'll embrace as we play more. But I'm happy with it.
Are we just all really hungry whenever we do these?
Maybe.
I am.
Yeah, I'm a little hungry.
I'm not even fucking kidding. I literally have a bag of popcorn next to me.
I just had some
thank you all so
lasagna
much.
soup.
And we will, as always, we are back on Sundays at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So we hope to see you again soon.
Yeah, thank you very much for the donations. And we're heading out, so we will see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.
Elmo says bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Elmo says goodbye.